In this section, we're going to talk about transferring assets and realistically why you just can't give your stuff away. Because we've gone through the tests, we've talked about the income test, we've talked about the asset test, we've talked about the medical needs test, and certainly the asset test, if you're a single individual or if you're trying to get benefits at home, can be quite restrictive. Many people, and Medi-Cal isn't naive, Medi-Cal knows that people would just give away their stuff to qualify for benefits because of the cost of care. They would say, hey, you know what, I trust my kid, here you go, here's my stuff. Simple to do that. Medi-Cal has put rules in place, or Medicaid has put rules in place that say that cannot be done, or if it is done and it's done inappropriately, there can be penalties associated with doing that. A penalty is a period of time where you will not qualify for assistance to help pay for care. The critical piece in determining and in transferring assets is this concept called the look-back period. Many people will talk about how people can avoid the look-back period. Let me burst your bubble. You can't ever avoid the look-back period. The look-back period is something that is codified in the law. It is something that everybody is going to confront. Now, what you can avoid is having a penalty that occurs during the look-back period, or you can avoid having a penalty that is longer than anticipated within the look-back period, but you cannot avoid the look-back period. What the look-back period is the look-back period is the amount of time that Medi-Cal will request your financial history. So when we apply for Medi-Cal, facility-based Medi-Cal, Medi-Cal will ask for, under the current rules, and this is under the law as it is today, Medi-Cal will ask for no more than 30 months worth of statements on all of your accounts. And they will look at those statements to see if there was anything that was done that would constitute and qualify you for a penalty. That's the look-back period. So when we apply for benefits, they're going to ask for a stack of documents. The caseworker is going to analyze those stack of documents and determine whether or not there's a penalty period that would be associated within that stack of documents. Current rules in California, 30 months. Many people think that the look-back period is 60 months, and quite candidly, it is 60 months in every single state other than California. And the reason why is that the federal government passed the Deficit Reduction Act in the early 2000s, mandated that all the states must adopt it, and California is still in the process of fully adopting the Deficit Reduction Act, and so we're still working under the original rules of 30 months. So we don't have a 60-month look back yet. It is likely to occur in the not-so-distant future, perhaps within the next year or so. I can't tell you exactly when it is. My crystal ball doesn't really work. So I don't know when we're going to have a 60-month rule, but as we sit here today, and as I sit here today, it's a 30-month look back, and that is not something that anyone can avoid because it's part of the process of applying for benefits.